1 year. It has been 1 year since the worst day of my life. The past 365 days have been the worst year of my life. I could go on again about how I know Emma manipulated Burley to not talk to me again because of how Taffy told me. I could, I don't know, talk again about how VB and Emma sexually harassed me, and how people brought up Grace to repeatedly try to hurt me when it was just annoying after a while, really. There are the false accusations of me having abused people or having stalked someone. There's how Ray Rance claimed I was responsible for a suicide that I never fucking was behind. If anything, I prevented a suicide in the same year that he mentioned that I apparently caused one. I never met an international student to begin with. But what does it matter? Nekopan stabbed me in the back, readily, the moment I was no longer useful to her. And yeah. Oh, and then there's the bullshit that I apparently knew Burley was being groomed when I didn't until after I talked to Emma's crew. But again, what does it matter? I can't change this. I can't fix what they did. I can't fix your bullshit. I've tried doing my best to be a good person. And then there was Nil. Nil, you are the dumbest person I have ever met. You're dumber than the people who believed Nekopan's lies, like Dar and Dashi and Rebecca. I'm gonna be real, Nil. You are the dumbest person I have ever met. Because you believed lies about me from, things that were shown not to be truthful about me. 2 separate instances. Once with Nekopan, and then again with the infighting. Which, brilliant move there, hiding from us that you were warned repeatedly about Fry. What you do with that information, you share it with the people you're working with, and then you immediately do your litmus test. You don't hide that kind of shit from someone. You not sharing that information is what got us in this mess. And what got me ostracized is people not doing the second part. Do you know what it's like to have someone you don't even know just think you're scary, think you're a monster, to think you're a threat or something, and be ridiculously cautious around you when they've never even talked to you? Do you know what that's like? Of course you fucking don't. Maybe you do. I don't fucking know. But I've had people demonize me to such an extent. Matt is not on fire. Let's talk about you for a moment. A mutual friend of ours. You didn't bother trying to contact me and actually talk to me. You just saw what Nil said, and then immediately went, "Oh, bad guy. I'm going to warn my friend." And they cut contact with me because of Nil. People cut contact with me because Nil was targeting me with his videos. Think about that. Just think for a moment. If I was really this scary individual, why were people still willing to be around me until Nil was targeting me? I didn't chase people away. The people targeting me chased people away from me. It's amazing that I didn't go suicidal a second time. The first time I went suicidal, genuinely wanted to kill myself and had the urge to do so, was when Neckopan backstabbed me. This year has been hell. That's all it is. Just horrendous hell. I get it. My friends, for the most part, are never contacting me again. Because Fry, or MA, or Nil, or Neckopan, or Star Giant basically rigged any chances for me to get my goodwill back. The actual favor for me. I can do a million good things, but the moment anyone says anything bad about me, instantly, I am apparently the worst person ever. It always has to be believed. Do I look like a monster? Is that it? What's wrong with how I look or how I act when I actually try my hardest to do good? And I admit when I fuck up. You people, Nil especially, will hear any bad thing about me and immediately believe it, whether there's proof or not. Why? Why does everyone just believe the worst in me every time? Just why? What did I do so horrible that it makes it easy to believe the worst things about me on spot? Am I that scary looking? Do I look like that much of a monster or a creep? Is that it? Is it how I look? I don't understand. This year has exemplified that. People will hear the worst about me and immediately believe it. Think about that. Think about that. Really think about that. I was calling shit out. I had proof and I wasn't listened to, but you hear one bad thing about me. Anyone hears one bad thing about me, and they'll instantly believe it. Why is that so hard to just actually keep any good faith in me? I know I'm not perfect. But if you're going to come in attacking me, of course I'm going to swing back. I'm done being everyone's abused little bitch. Why? Do I just have to be everyone's chew toy just to maybe have people keep their good faith in me? Is that it? I don't get it. I really don't. I call out people. I show proof. And then nobody listens. I get it. I get it. I'm not the smartest person ever. I'm not even... I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what anyone wants from me at this point. Do I just have to be treated like shit for people to accept me? Being treated like shit without fighting back? Is that it?
What did I do to you? What did I do to so many of you that made you decide to attack me first? Fine, whatever. With the Jaden shit, I was petty. For once, I was actually being petty. Let me be petty for once. Because I've... Fuck. Jaden was being an idiot and not listening to me anyways when I did my best to show proof. Because, I don't know, apparently someone else's word is immediately valuable when it was proven people lied about me and targeted me. Oh, wait, right. I can't do anything bad. It's unforgivable. I'm always the worst one, apparently, if both of us are wrong. Why? Why do I have to always be the one seen as this monster? I try so fucking hard to do what's right. I try to actually be respectful, and then I'm told I'm not? Really? Look at you, Taffy. You, of all people, fucking said that I could still vent to you and other shit, even if I didn't try to involve you. You were there for moral support, and then just completely cut it off and acted like I could just break that habit instantly after having talked to you as much as I did. And then you have the gall to say I didn't respect your boundaries when I really was trying to? What the fuck, dude? That's scummy. God, it's just... I mean, there's Maury, who just constantly spammed chat with memes and GIFs whenever any discussion was happening. And it was blatantly obstructive. No one batted an eye at that, but if I did it, I would have been treated like ass! And don't act like I wouldn't have. There were people stupid enough to believe I was behind a suicide because Ray Rance said so. Ray fucking Rance, a literal pedophile. A proven pedophile who harassed me and cyberstalked me. Okay, I guess every bad thing about me is true until it's proven wrong. I'm guilty until proven innocent. Is that what I am? That is the year I've had. That is what my life has been for 10 years. When are people going to learn I'm not the bad guy? I guess never. So, I was supposed to reflect on the year. What is there to reflect on? I was backstabbed to start it off, harassed for half of it by a pedophile ring, as well as an idiot, as well as the dumbest person I ever met. Then once that dumbest person I ever met got out, and then we continued for a little while, what happened next was, right. What happened next was I got harassed again. This time by a malignant 16-year-old's just fucking a 16-year-old manipulated you idiots. Manipulated Nil, M.A., Vivi. Yeah, I was manipulated by that little shit too. But you guys harassed people who were aligning themselves with me at all. Like, think about that. M.A. and VB, you harassed Fry when he supposedly had aligned himself with me. And that's when I actually came up to you two and tried to get you two to stop harassing him. And then you proceeded to still not care when I brought up that he was crying. Or when I tried to explain intrusive thoughts to you. You said point blank, no one cares. That means you didn't care what it meant. It proved hostile intent. Just I've tried to do better. I have tried so hard to be better. And yet, no matter what I did, no matter what I do that's good, I'm never good enough just to have good faith. I'm not allowed to be treated good, am I? It's like this unwritten rule at this point. You guys want a bad guy? Don't make it me. There's some day when the nice people crack, when the genuinely good stop trying to be good. My drive is meant to be altruism. And I can't really reflect on this year anymore. So how about this? Stop treating me like a villain. Stop framing me as a monster. You don't want me to be the monster. I'm serious about this. Because I'm gonna be real. I'm done being treated like everyone's little chew toy bitch. If you decide to set your sights on me and defame me, lie about me, refuse to communicate. That's why I'm pissed at Strider, by the way. That's the prime personal reason. He refused to communicate. I still stand by that he's a fucking bigot. And Nil, I wouldn't be targeting someone like this if it were just the communication. It's bigotry, it's lies, it's abusive behavior that would get me to do this kind of shit. That's why I hate Phoebe's guts. Abusive behavior on her part. And lies. Blatant lies. Refusing to communicate with me, yeah, that's the big personal issue. But whatever, right? What does it matter? What does any of it matter at this point? Seriously. Everyone can just frame me as the worst person and it'll be believed. If you guys really want me to be the worst I can be, then how about this? Find someone to target me again. Watch what happens when I stop being nice. I'm done being your chew toys. Everyone's done being everyone's chew toy. I'm done being pushed around. If you target me and you don't have an actual reason, you don't want me to target you back. Because I will strike harder, I will be more cruel, and I will be far more relentless this time. I'm done with everyone's abuse. But You know what? Enough about saying that. Let's talk about that night again. Rather, that day. The day Nekopon backstabbed me, and the following days after. Because that's pretty important to talk about in reference to how stupid everyone is. People instantly believed her. No one thought critically, wondering why were these coming out now? Why was she never scared of me? Why did this just suddenly happen? Didn't fucking matter. What mattered was I was tricked into thinking it was true. And then the moment I said it wasn't, obviously I was apparently lying. Really? Really? If I was gonna lie, like, who would admit to that and then change it around just to lie? That is the dumbest fucking thing I have ever fucking heard. Let's talk about your server, Star Giant. Because you know what happened, Becky, when I started trying to reveal the truth? Dar got ostracized live on stream. She got removed from your server. Apparently she lost her mod status and then got banned during that first stream I had with Nil. Like, think about that. Fucking think about that. Like, what? Who does that to someone trying to get the truth? People kept constantly trying to remove my tongue, remove my ability to speak, because they were scared of what I would say. I mean, Nil has shown me that you actually did groom Lena, Rebecca. He has directly shown me that.
What am I talking about? Oh, you know, how you apparently sent sexual messages to Lena while she was still a minor. Talked about sexual shit with her, too. That's real fucking gross. And that's groomer shit. But, you know, that's just... I don't know, that's apparently not grooming to you. It took me getting you pissed off because I was spreading the word about how shitty you were to actually talk to me. And then you just, when you deleted your old account and then opened a new one, you just didn't even bother contacting me again. I wonder, who are you going to backstab first? Dashi or Ouija? My money is that you're going to backstab Dashi. I mean, from what Nil told me, and Nil really doesn't lie that much. He really fucking doesn't. Practically ever, if I'm being honest. He doesn't lie. At least, not to me. Outside of when he's roped into some sort of stupid scheme by a manipulative little shit. But right now, he's not. He told me that you did not respect Rosa at all. Funny how I've bothered to try respecting Rosa. I've tried to communicate with her. And yet, here you fucking go. Here you go, Star. Just... I'm gonna be real, Star. You're disgusting as a person. I honestly don't believe you with what you said that you apparently talked to Grace. I just don't believe that. I really don't. It would take Grace telling me that herself, and Grace isn't going to talk to me again. I know she's not going to because for some reason she's scared of me or uncomfortable around me when I did everything I could to actually respect her. What does it matter, though? Nothing matters, right? Nothing I do matters. No good I do will ever matter. Only if I do something bad. And then I have to be the worst person in the room, by default. Oh no, I took 3 pieces of candy when it said take 2. Meanwhile, we have someone over there beating up a child, and everyone's just screaming at me for taking more than my share. And I'm just like, hey, look, a child is being beaten up, and everyone just tells me to shut up, sit down, and just take my fucking beating. That's really what it is. I do one small wrong thing. I do any wrong thing, I'm immediately treated as the worst person in the fucking room. Why? Why do I have to be the worst? Why can't it be anyone else? Am I just immediately designated bad guy? Whatever. I'm not the one that cuts people off for trying to find the truth, for getting both sides, for trying to actually hear the victims out or hear anyone else out. I'm not the one that does that. That's your server star. That's anyone who sided with Nil when he was targeting me with his videos. Nil, you thought the worst of me with the unknown Wuji account. Why? Did you really think that my idea was to manipulate someone? No one has ever seen me actually follow through on my whole plans. I'm always fucking sabotaged. I'm not allowed to, actually follow through on a full plan. I have to be sabotaged by someone, anyone, everyone. Right? Because, shocker, I am actually surprisingly competent when I actually bother to execute a plan. The one thing I can't counter is sabotage. Who cares, though? The year is over. Drama has functionally ended. I'm lacerated emotionally. And I just... whatever. Lily, go ahead and talk to me again. I'm not going to scream at you. But you're scared of me. Grace is scared of me. Dar doesn't want to talk to me ever again. Ashton hates me for some fucking stupid reason. Classic was dumb enough to think I was able to brainwash someone. Kai just vanished from my life because of fucking Nekopon. Manipulative fucking cunt. And Nekopon, do note, I was about ready to fucking drop everything, drive to where you live, and kill you. I was ready to do that at one point. Not now, but I was ready to do that. It took 3 different friends talking me out of it, all at once, for me not to kill you. Whatever. I'll just say this again for everyone to hear. And listen damn well. Stop framing me the monster. Stop framing me the villain. Stop labeling me the most evil person. Stop making me out to be the only problem ever. The next person who starts to spread lies about me, who starts to target me, who starts to try ruining my life again, any aspect of it, not only will I strike back against you, I will do everything in my power to ruin your life. Whether I can only ruin your virtual life or your real life, it doesn't matter. I will do everything I can to ruin you if you start targeting me, if you lie about me. Get bent.